And also help out my mom too, because it was my mom and my dad working together. And I decided the latter. And for a short period of time, it was my mom and I working together. So I kind of had a mentor without knowing I had a mentor and without knowing that this was something that I was going to be doing 15 years later and continue to do it. And now it's me and my wife. My mom is retired. She's been retired for about 5 or 6 years, and it's my wife and I now running the family legacy, let's say, in business under a corporate brokerage like Coldwell Banker Realty, which is worldwide.
Well, I'd assume too that inside sales probably helped you a little bit in regards to, because I was in the same position. I did some inside sales, a lot of cold calling, kind
Yeah,
of get you past the fear of getting rejected, which is
yeah.
number one part of the business. So
It did. And the one thing that sticks out to me during that time was, I was doing a little bit of real estate before getting into the job with the Miami Heat because I was helping out my mom and my dad, right? And I remember the interview that the manager for the sales for the Miami Heat is a great guy, probably one of the best bosses I've ever had, the best boss I've ever had. During the interview, he asked me, like, how do you handle all the no's, right? And I was like, at that time, I wasn't really doing real estate. I wasn't making the calls and knocking on the doors and doing what I'm doing now. And it kind of clicked. Like, that is what I'm supposed to do. Then I get the job, and they give you this lead list of a bunch of names that have gone to Heat games or a bunch of companies. And you got to call them and try and sell them seats, right? And it's a numbers game,
yeah,
right? The more people, and they expect you to make 50 phone calls, at least back then. I don't know how it is now, but they expect you to make 50 phone calls a day, and they log because the phone that you're using.
I was the same way.
Yeah, right. So they log it. They see how many calls you've made, and then some people would like cut corners and they call fax machines because it logs,
Yeah.
So, but yeah, you just kind of get into it, and then you start to realize, and then boom, I leave that, I get into real estate, and you start to realize that you got to meet people, and it's a numbers game. You're gonna knock on doors, call for sale by owners, call expired listings, and eventually you're gonna hit it off with somebody that is interested, and it'll turn into business. And instead of selling $2,000 of partial plans for the Miami Heat and getting whatever percentage of that, you're selling a property, a house, and a few $100,000. So
Yeah, I mean, I was the same way. I mean, for me, I did staffing for physicians, and it was $100 a day. So believe me, I know that game. So obviously, you got into the real estate just kind of beginning. It sounds like you had a pretty decent introduction. Did you have any real challenges in the beginning, starting off? Or I know you said you hit the ground running, but what was, I guess, the biggest thing that you faced?
no, I mean, I got into it. If you look at the timeline, I got into it in 20.